From Lalate News headquarters in Santa Monica, this is Mornings Lalate.
We're back after a technical fees up. We're back. It's Sunday, March 7th, 2021. It's the top of the second hour on Mornings Lalate. Your $1,400 third stimulus check will be landing in your bank account later this week. Will be signed into law as early as Tuesday evening by the President of the United States. But Democrats are already making a demand for reoccurring fourth stimulus checks and possible FPUC retro in your fourth stimulus package. And with long-term unemployment numbers not yet fixed across the country and growing concerns about how long it'll take, you would likely see a fifth stimulus package later this year as well. Meantime, Senator Elizabeth Warren has stepped up and has now introduced a wealth tax bill, which will set in your path to get funding for $200 a month, on top of your SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and Evans benefits. The wealth tax excitement is growing, along with MFC, now FPUC retro, all in a fourth stimulus package. We have all the big great news for you right now. Get ready for the second hour of Mornings Lalate, starting across the country at this moment, starting this very day on a big exciting news of Lalate. Your $14 third stimulus check bill was passed by the Senate yesterday. More of those details were revealed at the top of the hour on Mornings Lalate. But how about the fourth stimulus package? It's just around the corner. And the push is now underway for FPUC retro, reoccurring stimulus checks, and what else? SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and railroad benefits. In this recording, I go over what's happening with fourth stimulus and fifth stimulus. And good morning, how are ya? The toast is toasting, the butter is buttering, and I'm here, you're here, but on the video before this, I killed my own video feed, so you could see everything but me. Sort of a problem when I can show you everything but me. So this is a fix-it for the video right before it. How are you? I'm now live. It's shortly after 10:30 in the morning. And the excitement's brewing already for your fourth stimulus package. Why? Because when the president called for those votes this last week in the Senate, he needed 50 of 50 senators who are Democrats to vote in favor of it. He got all 50. It wasn't easy. His next stimulus package is the reopening stimulus package, otherwise called the Recovery Act. It's a fourth stimulus package. It actually exists. It will be introduced to the House very shortly. Well, those Democrats, 11 of 50, wrote the president a letter last week saying that we'll give you support for the third stimulus package, but when you come to us with the fourth, we're going to demand reoccurring stimulus checks, or we're not going to give you a vote again. Now, understand the fourth stimulus package will be done exactly the same way. Reconciliation. The president can do as many reconciliations as he wants in this first year in office. Fourth stimulus package, reconciliation. Fifth will have to go as reconciliation as well. And now with 11 Democrats saying we're holding it up unless we get reoccurring stimulus checks, a check every month of an amount they did not yet tell us, presumably $1,400 to $2,000 per month, that's only the first of three items. The second item came from Ron Wyden, who you're looking at here, Democrat senator. He told viewers of this channel last week that he will fight for FPUC retro. Basically, the FPUC you are not paid from the month of July to December if you get him more Democrats to support. That's your homework, Purple Power. And then there's this exciting great news from this person, Elizabeth Warren, Senator, Massachusetts. On Monday last week, she introduced a wealth tax bill, which is categorically the most incredible news you have seen to date. Why? When she was running for president, Elizabeth Warren introduced what you now know as the SSI, SSDI provisions. It started with her. It's incredibly great. $200 a month on top of your existing SSI, SSDI, Social Security, Railroad benefits, Veterans benefits for 1 year. $2,400. Plus an up to 20% increase lifetime for benefits, plus a new benchmark other than COLA called CPIE. Really great. The plan started with her, not with President Biden. It started with her when she was ready for president. They asked her, how are you going to pay for it? She said, give me a little bit of time, I'll show you. Then she introduced on the campaign trail another program. They said, how are you going to pay for that, Senator Warren? Give me a little bit of time, I'll show you. And then she said this. A wealth tax bill. A wealth tax bill will pay for SSI and SSDI, she said on the campaign trail. And guess what? In March of 2020, she introduced the SSI bill to the Senate. It died because Mitch was then lead of the Senate. What happened this last Monday? She introduced the same bill to the Senate of the wealth tax bill. Just say I show. How are you? Thank you for the dancing bear. And thank you for the exciting, great comments in the room. If you've not subscribed to this channel, the moment you're watching this video right now, hit that subscribe button because you see why there's so much happening. There's so much happening, you don't want to miss anything. If you miss the recording at the top of the hour, at the start of Mornings Lalate, I told you that a lot of the programs on the third stimulus package go live and then they close in 2 weeks. Yeah, you blink, the money will be gone. So you need to subscribe to this channel. You can't miss a show. You have to watch a live. Breaking news is live news. Breaking news is not tape news. You have to watch the show as something happens. Yesterday at about 25 hours ago today, I was live on air when the bill passed the Senate. I was literally on air when it happened. You don't want to miss a minute of news. You don't want someone to tell you the news 6 hours later. You want it the minute it happens. That's why this channel is totally live now. 6 hours of live programming. So Elizabeth Warren introduced a wealth tax bill that pays exactly for what she promised. While on the campaign trail, she said a wealth tax bill will pay for the SSI and SSDI. How does this work? It's $2.75 trillion of revenue for the U.S. government over 10 years from a 2% tax. Thank you, Sandy, for the dancing pair. Thank you for all you do, Sandy. The like queen is in the room. She will tell you to subscribe and hit that likes. We'll listen to Captain Sandy. The wealth tax bill is generated from 2% tax on people whose net worth is over 50 million, and an additional 1% for people whose revenue is over, whose net worth is over 1 billion. Again, 2% for net worth over 50 million, and additional 1% for net worth over 1 billion. Now, that's just doing it by bill. She introduced the bill to the Senate. We now have a way to pay for it, but it doesn't have to only go by bill. It can only also thank you, Sally K, for the dancing bear, for the cat. The cat. It can also go by executive order. It can also go by executive order. And there's Danita, and there's Newhart, and there's Ron, and there's Newhart as well. Who else is in the room? I see Charlotte. I see Jenny, I see Deandra and Dan W. and Sally and Holly and Alma and Aaron and Zeus and Krista and Casey Dog. How are you? And there's Bonnie. James Hines, thank you for becoming a Purple Hawk. How are you? Elizabeth Warren explained how this all works. She said that lawmakers will catch up with the overwhelming majority of Americans who want more fairness, more change, and who are believing it's time for a wealth tax. There's Charlotte, and there's Nancy, and there is Connie, and Tina, and Patricia. Elizabeth Warren also said a wealth tax is popular among voters on both sides for good reason, because they understand the system's rigged to the benefit the wealthy and the large corporations. As Congress develops additional plans to help our economy, the wealth tax should be at the top of the list. Thank you, Marie, for the super chat. And there's Donita and Linda in the room as well, and there's Sean and Janice. As Congress develops additional plans to help our economy, the wealth tax should be at top of the list to help pay for the plans because of the huge amount of revenue it would generate. Wow. So exciting. Now, it can also go by executive order. It doesn't need a bill. But she wrote the bill about SSI in March of last year. All she has to do is take that bill, change the date, and give it to the Senate clerk and reintroduce it. And there we go. We're on our way. Now, that's the first way she could do it. Second way is what I call the strong arm way. This week you saw the Democrats are willing to strong arm the president, saying they're going to hold out their vote unless they get their way. He saw that on Saturday as not one but three Democratic senators surprised the president, causing the president to actually call them on the phone on Saturday and saying, I'm not giving you a vote for this $1.9 trillion stimulus package unless you do certain things. Well, Ron Wyden says, if you do that, if I get enough, Tiffany, thank you for the dancing pear, for the lemon. Ron Wyden, Democrat of the Senate, says he will hold out for FPUC retro if you get enough Democratic senators behind him. Wyden was among the 11 senators with Bernie Sanders who wrote the president a letter and said they will also demand reoccurring monthly stimulus checks of the amount we still don't know. William J., thank you for the dancing, for the hippopotamus. How are you? So Warren could do a strong arm approach like Sanders, like Wyden, and say, I'm going to hold out support for the next stimulus package unless you have SSI and SSDI in there. Or, finally, the president can do it by executive order. Viewers of this channel like executive order for the SSI and SSDI because it doesn't need a full bill. The president on January 20th came into office and signed an executive order for SNAP, which is food benefits. What did he do? He increased it 15%. If you can increase SNAP for 15%, you can increase SSI for 20% or $200 a month. He made PBT a week later a national program. If you can make PBT a national program, you can change the benchmark for benefits of veterans to SSI from COLA to CPIE. That's an executive order. It's almost not even an executive order. It's an executive memoranda. So it's pretty simple how you get from A to Z for this. All that Purple Power has to do is push. Push Purple Power. And let me make something else clear. The jobs numbers on Friday showed less than 400,000 payroll jobs created in this country in the month of February. Less than 400,000. There's 8 million jobs missing in this economy. If we added 500,000 new jobs every month, it will take 16 months until we're back to people fully reemployed. The president, Janet Yellen, the head of the Federal Reserve, myself, and you all say that stimulus will continue until reemployment is finalized. The president has made that promise to the American people that until we have full reemployment of the American people and the American workforce, stimulus needs to continue. So fourth stimulus, happening. Fifth stimulus has to happen. Fourth stimulus is not going to get 8 million jobs back in the month of May. There's nothing to create 8 million jobs from the fourth stimulus package. Understand that when the president came into office, he thought we would have mass vaccination of this country by the month of July. It's now going to be the month of May. Because it's the month of May, the fourth stimulus package is going to be for the month of May. It's the reopening stimulus package. And because it's reconciliation, it starts literally right now. It takes 2 months to get the bill done. We already saw this. This is March. You saw how long it took this reconciliation bill to do. The fourth stimulus package starts right now. And that's why those Democrats wrote that letter last week. saying, starting that fourth stimulus package right now, we're making the demands starting this very moment. And the incredible great news is now we have a path to fund your SSI, SSDI, Social Security, railroad benefits, and veterans benefits. If you have not hit that subscribe button, you hit it right now. You want to be part of this community that's changing the history of this country's economics. You want to be part of the channel that's literally been on fire. We have been on fire for the last 3 days, broadcasting 24 hours a day, whether it is stimulus or Bitcoin, whether it is treasury yields or rent assistance, whether it is securities and resistance levels of your stock or it's mortgage assistance. I'm giving you all the information to be financially empowered this year, the information in a fun, interactive way. And here's more about today's programming schedule and more about the community page. I'll be back with you in just 60 seconds. Stay with me shortly.
If you want money right now, not 5 days from now, and not 5 weeks from now, then reach out to the community page. The volunteers can help you find that money for rent and utilities. That's at news.lalate.com/community. The community page features a series of volunteers who are viewers like you. They can help you find rent, utilities, SNAP, food benefits, mortgage assistance, and help you with eviction moratorium questions as well. Their Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram individuals reach out to them and indicate the city and state you're from, and they'll get back to you shortly. That's a community page. Volunteers working for you, viewers helping one another. Stay with LA for more. Join Lalate Daily for the excitement of the new Lalate live daily. The excitement starts on Mornings Lalate at 9 a.m. Home Lalate returns at 11 a.m. daily. And then afternoons Lalate at 1 p.m. Join us daily as the excitement continues live from Santa Monica on Lalate.
If you're just joining me, what happened yesterday was really, really wonderful news. On Saturday, the Senate approved your $1.9 trillion third stimulus check package. It's back to the House of Representatives where they will approve it on Tuesday. The president will sign it into law Tuesday. This will be the visual you will see. The checks will go out shortly thereafter, as early as the end of this week. People set up for electronic receipt will get them as early as within 24 hours after they go out. Others will get them shortly thereafter. But how about fourth stimulus? How about fourth stimulus? The fourth stimulus package is already underway, and Democrats have already made a demand for reoccurring stimulus checks in there. King Zamalek, thank you for the dancing bear. I really appreciate it. And there's Cheryl in the room and Black Jelly, and there's the Battles Believers group, and there's Gail. There's Tennessee's Opinion. If you've not liked this video, like this video right now. And if you've not subscribed, hit that subscriber button right now. Reoccurring stimulus checks every month was written by 11 Democratic senators who basically said, yeah, $1,400 for the third, but the fourth stimulus package will have a check every month or we're not giving you the support. What happened for our prior stimulus checks? This is their way to make amends. Ron Wyden's also willing to make amends for unpaid FPUC from July to December. He's willing to make that push under fourth stimulus if you get him other Democratic senators behind him. Elizabeth Warren, meantime, is doing the push for SSI and SSDI. And it's absolutely incredible. She introduced to the Senate last Monday a standalone bill, her second standalone bill to date. Remember, 2 weeks earlier, she introduced a standalone bill of $50,000 student loan debt forgiveness. That is now in the Senate. It's still there. But on Monday, she introduced a wealth tax bill that would generate $2.75 trillion. During her campaign for president across the country, she said that the wealth tax bill would be used to fund SSI, SSDI, Social Security, and Railroad benefits. Remember, it's not her money. It's not her money. So someone's saying, well, she doesn't want the money used for this. It's not her money. But she did say what the program was for when she ran for president. William with the dancing hands. Thank you, William, for the dancing hands. Really incredible, great news. It's a great day. I have a personal message to start. It's a really great day. Yesterday was a day of celebration. Today is a day of celebration. If you're a person that jumps into a chat and has something really depressing and negative to say right off the bat, you need to look inside, because this is a day to celebrate. It's not a day to fester and be depressing. I'm already seeing they're non-members, they're people coming in and saying, but what about? What about? It's time to start looking forward and not being so negative in our outlook. That's what purple is. There's so much money available for you in the video right before this. I show you this $5, $10, $15, $20,000 money right now. It's not time to start to fester. It's time to get things working. And what I love about forced stimulus is that finally people are standing up. Not just you, not just the purple power, not just me, Democrats. They're standing up and they're saying, yeah, we didn't take care of 2020 right. I got it. We got it. We're not going to keep on complaining about 2020, but we are going to start fixing 2021. And this is my message to you, which you sort of know. The economic numbers from Wall Street, which I'm showing you and you're learning from, show that jobs aren't there still. The country will reopen in May with mass vaccination, but there won't be jobs. And if there's no jobs, you need stimulus. And if there's still no jobs, thank you, Troy, for the super chat. You still need more stimulus. So the good news, and it's a strange type of good news. The good news is that we're not 2 weeks out of this pandemic and everyone's back to normal, everyone has their jobs, and we're forgetting about stimulus from last year. No, we still have a stimulus issue that's going to continue all throughout this year. It is far from over. And finally, with a Democratic-led Senate, with a tie-breaking vote always with VP Harris, with the president admitting and stating, and his colleagues and his administration stating, he'll have to do reconciliation every single time this year, and he'll have to keep on doing reconciliation. You have Democrats now standing up to the president saying, add these items. I love it. I love it. You finally have Democrats saying reoccurring stimulus checks every month. I'll do FPUC retro. You get Democrats behind me. And SSI and SSDI, Social Security and Railroad benefits, now has the funding instrument to pay for it. A standalone bill that'll generate $2.75 trillion for programs across this country within 10 years, a wealth tax bill. In a report detailed on this channel over this weekend from Boston.com, it asked viewers from Elizabeth Warren's home state, do you support the wealth tax bill? 50% said yes. Of all viewers, 50% said yes. This included Republicans. 50% said yes. Leo Cooperman, who is a billionaire and not a fan of Elizabeth Warren, came out on broadcast news on Wednesday, said, I like revising the tax system so we tax the wealthy more, so we pay for some of these programs. This is huge news. Suddenly everyone wants the SSI, SSDI, $2,400 a month. Everyone, the majority of Democrats in the Senate want reoccurring stimulus checks. Rob Cancino. Rob Cancino. Oh, I took out the N. Rob Cancino. I think he was at the casino. I was hoping it said Rob Cancino, but it said Rob Cancino. So Rob Cancino, he's our honorary Cancino VIP. How are you, Rob? Everyone welcome Rob to the room. I mean, what better timing is that? Multiple stimulus checks, Senate passes the bill, the bill becomes law on Tuesday, and now we have a Cancino in the room. I love it. I love it. There's so much exciting details coming up. At 11 o'clock, I'm back with a continuation of our live programming today. It starts with noontime Lalate. Someone asked a question about COBRA benefits. I'll cover that as well. Join me in about 15 minutes from now as I return as noontime Lalate kicks up its feet at 12 noon Pacific Standard Time. Is it 12? No, 11 noon Pacific Standard Time, 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, about 15 minutes. Watch for that feed. If you've not hit that subscribe button, hit that subscribe button right now. Like this video and consider becoming a member. Purple Hawk, Purple Power, or Cancino VIP. Save LA for more.